I opened my mouth and almost said something. Almost. My life would have been different if I did, but I didn't. Such a strong and emotional quote that you will find nowhere but in this book. Greetings to you all. I am Tsheten Wangmo of 12th Commerce studying in Baylling Central School, and today I'm going to share about the book that I have recently read. So the title of the book is The Kite Runner by Khaled Hosseini. Before I share you the content and before I take you on a journey, I would like to talk briefly about the author. So Khaled Hosseini is an Afghan-American novelist, and he was born in the year 1965, and currently he works as the Goodwill Ambassador of UNSCR. This particular book was his debut novel, and similarly to this book, he has written so many touching and interesting stories such as A Thousand Splendid of Suns, The Sea Prayer, and The Mountain Echo, which I recommend to everyone. So this story is about two boys living in Afghanistan, namely Hassan and Amir. Amir is the member of major ethnic group, and he has a complicated relationship with his father Baba, as he always tries to win the love and affection of his father. On the other hand, Hassan, he is the member of minor ethnic group, and his father Ali works under Baba. So these two guys are good friends, and they usually spend their time playing with the kites in the peaceful city of Kabul. So one day Amir wins the kite fighting tournament, and Hassan runs to get the kite until he encounters with the neighborhood bully called Asif. So this Asif guy, who is sadistic, does something traumatic to Hassan. Poor Hassan, he gets abused, he gets beaten up, and he gets molested by Asif and his friends. And this scene is witnessed by Amir, who is unable to save his friend from the harassment. Filled with guilt and due to the fact that he couldn't save his friend from the humiliation, he tries to distance himself from Hassan. To make the matter even worse, he accuses Hassan for stealing his expensive watch, which then leads to Ali and Hassan leaving the place. After 5 years, Afghanistan gets invaded by Soviet Union, and due to this invasion, it leads to Amir and his father escaping to Pakistan and to California. In California, he meets with a lady called Soraya and marries her, and later Baba passes away. After 15 years, he gets a call from his father's friend called Rahim Khan, who begs him to meet him before his deathbed. And during their meeting, he gets devastated as he finds out that his old friend Hassan and his wife were killed by the Taliban, and that their son Sohrab was living in an orphanage. So by the request of Rahim Khan, and in order to get rid of his past guilt, he decides to go back to Afghanistan. So when he reaches to the orphanage, he finds out that the boy was taken by the Taliban official, who was no other than Asif. Asif agrees to let go of Amir and Sohrab only if Amir wins a fight against him. So Amir gets beaten up badly. He is almost defeated when Sohrab interrupts, and he fires a ball to Asif with his slingshot, and they escape the place. During the adoption process, they find and they face many obstacles, and Amir also suggests Sohrab to go back to Afghanistan for time being. So when Sohrab hears this statement, he gets terrified and he tries to take his own life, but he gets saved by Amir. Eventually, at the end, Sohrab gets adopted by Amir and his wife. So from this story, we can extract so many themes, such as the theme of love, the theme of friendship, betrayal, loyalty. But the major theme of the story is the search for redemption. Filled with guilt and embarrassed over the fact that he couldn't save his friend, Amir is unable to control his emotion, and he eventually tries to get rid of his friend Hassan. After Rahim Khan contacts him and tells him that there is a way to be good again, he agrees, and he knows what exactly he must do in order to get rid of his past guilt. So the search for his redemption eventually takes Amir back to Afghanistan, where he saves and adopts Sohrab. I would like to recommend this book to everyone, especially to the adults. Even though this story is tragic and it leaves the reader in a gloomy and depressed state, the pain and the emotion that you get from this story are all worth it. And from this story, I have learned so many things. I have learned that not everyone's life is a bed full of roses, and this book emphasizes the struggle and the hardship the people of Afghanistan undergoes when they are under the control of Taliban, which unfortunately is the biggest issue of today's world. So lastly, I would like to thank our teacher Sharaf Jamsu sir for giving me the opportunity to do this book talk and for always encouraging us to read books. Thank you.